Hello and welcome to CATEX TV. Today, Monday the 23rd of December. Former South Sudanese Deputy President Riek Machar has announced that his troops are now in control of Bentiu, the capital city of Unity State, where a military government has been established. The region is the country's main oil-producing area. The fighting has left hundreds dead and sent tens of thousands of people fleeing for protection in UN bases or to safer areas of the country, which only won independence from Sudan in 2011 but has been blighted by ethnic divisions, corruption and poverty. Foreign governments, including those of US, Britain, Uganda and Kenya, have been organising special evacuation flights to pull out all their nationals. On Saturday, 4 US servicemen were wounded when their planes were fired at in a rebel-held area, and at least one UN base has also come under attack in recent days, with the death of 2 Indian peacekeepers and possibly dozens of civilians. Now in South Africa, a plane carrying more than 200 people has struck an office building while preparing to take off from the city of Johannesburg. The British Airways flight to London was taxiing at Orlando International Airport when its right wing hit the building, injuring 4 people inside. There are images on the internet showing the wing of the Boeing 747 wedged into the structure of the building. The South African Civil Aviation Authority said the aircraft had travelled down a taxiway that was too narrow for it. The incident happened yesterday and involved a Boeing 747-400. Passenger John Hart told the BBC, "We were taxiing along and then a boom." He said the captain described it as a little incident, but everyone on the right-hand side of the plane could see what had really happened. None of those on board were injured, but 4 ground staff in the building were hurt. Mr. Hart said the passengers were allowed to leave the plane after about an hour, but because of fuel spillage, they had not been able to reclaim their baggage. And now sticking with African aviation, a preliminary investigation into the Mozambique Airlines crash that took place last month has revealed that the captain, whose plane went down in Namibia, had a clear intention of crashing the aircraft. Captain Herminio dos Santos Fernandes manipulated the autopilot in a way that denotes a clear intention to bring the plane down, according to Mozambican Civil Aviation Institute. The plane was flying from Mozambican capital Maputo to Luanda in Angola in torrential rains and crashed in the swamps of Namibia's National Park on November the 29th, killing 27 passengers and 6 crew. Now, North Korea has sent a fax to South Korea threatening to strike mercilessly without notice after protests against the secretive regime in Seoul. The message warned that North Korea would strike if the provocation against our highest dignity is to be repeated in the downtown of Seoul. We're probably quite lucky to find a fax machine still in use. In the Pacific Ocean, there are currently 2 storm systems. Hurricane Bruce, which was at a Category 5 intensity and has now been downgraded to Category 3, but still has sustained winds of 105 knots, is in the center of the Pacific and heading towards Australia, followed closely by Tropical Storm Amara, which is further west, closer to the Asian side of the Asian western side of the Pacific. That is forecast to be downgraded to a tropical depression later. And finally, in England, it's the biggest travel day of the year, and it's been hit by chaos as gale force winds and flooding have swept the country. This is the 3rd significant storm system to hit England in the last month. It's come from France and so far has killed 1 person in Cornwall and created widespread chaos for trains, roads and ferries. We'll keep you posted with any updates, and we'll be back at the same time again tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye.